up and sharing a few things, y'all. Gonna find. So also, if you guys ended up seeing my coffee post this morning, let me know in the chat. Cheers, by the way. Excuse me. As I choke on some cinnamon. Ooh. Definitely got down too much of that cinnamon. Whew. All right. We'll get this rocking here, y'all. I gotta do one more cheers to the Amazon. Cheers, everybody on Amazon. So before I get into all the products we're going to talk about today, I wanted to just share what, and honestly, I got to give credit to my wife. This was not my idea. This was actually Ashley's idea. So shout out to my wife, Ashley. She had the genius idea. I'm actually going to add this. This isn't even on the carousel, but this muscle milk protein, the dairy-free, they finally have a dairy-free option. I don't know how long ago they had the dairy-free, but they do finally have it. She mentioned to me, she's like, hey, I got the dairy-free muscle milk because I read one of her either Pinterest or somewhere on some platform, whatever, throw it in your coffee. I was like, actually, that's a really good idea because what I end up doing is I take my protein powder, throw it in my coffee. And I've shown you guys this on different streams before with the Quest Nutrition stuff that I like. But I thought it was actually a pretty ingenious idea, which I added to my coffee this morning. So if you guys saw it on all the social media, I'm actually sharing it up there right now to like Facebook, all that fun stuff. And I'm just curious what you guys think about that. Let me know if you saw that on either Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, all that fun stuff. And then we'll get on into it. Even here on Amazon, everybody, let me know your thoughts on that. If you want to even see me do like, what we're going to eventually have is have our nutrition coach, Kelsey, do a stream where she's going to just be exclusively doing streams in the kitchen and breaking down some tips and tricks and things just with meal prep exclusively. Like I've gone over, and even on this stream, I'm going to go over some meal prep tools, some things that I like to have in the kitchen. For example, our Geek Chef air fryer toaster, which we'll get to a little bit later. Even the grinder that I have to grind up herbs and spices that I was using to have my sage tea, herbs and spices that I was using. Let me put this on mute. I'm just pulling up all the chat, all that fun stuff. Evans, what's going on, dude? Oh, that's what I do. It's a good call, Evans. I like it. I'm digging that you do that. Hey, what's going on, my choice? That's the longest but maybe best name ever for a username. Hold on, let me type in here because I'm also going to be pulling up my phone. And bada bing, bada boom. Whoop. Pull this up. How y'all doing? Also, good call, by the way, Evan. So I'm just going to share this one more post. We're going to dig into the Govi LED light bars while we're kind of getting into all this kind of fun stuff. So while I'm doing that, I'll drop in some messages in the chat. You guys can let me know if you have questions on the light bars. But yeah, man, I think adding in, and I used to do more so the protein powder, but now having the mix, I actually just did a shoppable video on this that I just uploaded to this channel as well as to the Lifestyle of Fitness Amazon channel. So you guys want to check that out and you actually want to see it, see what it looked like, me mixing it up, you can check out the shoppable video as well. And for whatever reason, my TV is going to keep trying to power off today. So if you guys hear some audio, that's my TV, unfortunately. Plus, we're going to get a duck race going today. We got all types of fun stuff. Let's get into it, y'all.
Now again, for these Govi light bar setup, the cool thing is again it has a vertical holder. You can just slide this right in, or it has an adhesive on the back. You can kind of rest it horizontally on the wall or just have it facing straight up. Now you might notice I have it just on the regular reading mode because I want the lighting feature for my actual content creation right now. But this has an app you can download. I can pull it up on my phone, and I'm actually going to show you guys in real time how you can adjust it. Because the cool thing is with this, it's not only like a set light that isn't kind of dynamic, but this actually has like audio settings where I just change the coloring, and now based on me talking, see how it's changing the rhythm and the pattern? I can put it on vivid and change how it moves, put it on rhythm, put it on strike, put it on vibrate. And cool thing I use this for is like working out, honestly. So when I'm training, being able to put on a music or a playlist, having it connect to my phone, and then having the music to match that actually really helps me from like a visual standpoint to get kind of amped up. As well as the cool thing, this has a camera that comes with it. You can sync it up to your TV or your monitor or whatever kind of screen you want to use it, and then you can put it on video mode. So like right now I'll put it on video mode, and I have it set up on my monitor. My monitor has like a bluish purple background, so you can kind of see that's what it's displaying. and it's picking up on my audio. But if I had like an action scene going on, or I was playing video games, it even has a gaming mode. It has a split screen mode so that it can pick up different inputs from like the right side of the screen, left side of the screen. This thing's, again, it's just got so much versatility, and I think it's so cool. I just highly recommend it from the fun and the function standpoint.
All right, so I'm just dropping again some messages in the chat, and I'm actually just typing in right now what time we'll be racing. So I started this, what, 10? So we'll start a race at, let's call it 11:15. So yeah, that sounds right. 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bam, we got the prize information in the chat. And we'll keep rolling it right along. Now we're going to, and one thing I wanted to highlight while I'm talking about the Govi light bars, before I dig into the Govi string lights, is I also just wanted to share with you guys, this was the actual LED light bar setup that I was talking about in the B-roll footage. But this, and the difference you're going to see is that there's a difference in price point. The reason there's a difference in price point is because of the camera. This one comes with the camera. The one I had originally highlighted doesn't come with the camera. So if it doesn't have the camera, it's just not going to do the video feature syncing up to your TV. Just a fun fact. And then Evans, I've put protein powder in my coffee for a long time. Love the chocolate. Yeah. And like, honestly, the protein powder, and I'm curious how you do this, Evans, because I end up doing like either a half scoop or a full scoop. So I'm doing like 10 to 25, 30 grams of protein in my coffee, which sometimes gets a little chalky. It gets a little powdery. So I've noticed what I have now with the Ninja kind of coffee setup is I use the frother to like mix it up. I'll do like half of it with almond milk, throw in maybe even like a little bit of splash of creamer, something like that, like almond milk creamer or almond-based creamer, and just kind of mix it up. And that helps froth it. And then I add the coffee. Dude, it's so good. But even now, with the muscle milk already being mixed up as opposed to using the powder, it's just that much easier. Like I actually have a backup. So I have my regular coffee right here, which is pretty light. Normally I have it a little bit darker than this. But what I wanted to do was I actually have my backup black coffee right here, and then the rest of I have half a bottle left here. So I'm actually going to add that in and then mix it up just with a spoon. I won't even have to froth it. But yeah, I'm curious, Evans, like, do you just like straight mix it with a spoon? How do you mix up the protein with it? Because I'm always interested with that. And also, if you do it, I used to do it black sometimes with no almond milk, no mixed anything. And I would notice the heat is basically just like causing it to clump a little bit more as well, which I thought was interesting. But that's awesome. Awesome. I like this style. I like your style, dude. All right, with that being said, we're going to get on into the Govi string lights here as well. Is that what I actually just played? No. All right, here we go. Now we got the string lights. So the downside is for all these, because I have them saved from yesterday's stream. And also, heads up, I'm going to be doing another stream after this. I originally wanted to do one last night, but after the first one, I was not feeling so hot. But I'm feeling a lot better today. Got a little bit more sleep. Already feeling my immune system kicking in, helping me fight off whatever kind of head cold situation that was. A little bit of congestion, but other than that, feeling good. So we're going to dig into the string lights by Govi. And again, we're going to go into 3 different types of outdoor lights today. Each one of them have their own unique kind of component or feature. And to me, the Govi ones is the smart tech and the voice command feature, which is the coolest part. But with that being said, let's get on into it, y'all. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Govi LED string lights. As you can see, I have them set up here with the lights on. We're going to dig into what it actually looks like on the app and how to get it set up. But before we dig into the app, I want to show you another really cool feature, which is actually the hooks that come built on each one of the light bulbs. You can easily hook it onto if you already have a frame or a setup like that. Super easy to pop on and pop off as well. So now let's look at getting it set up on the app. And for this, you go right into the store. You're going to look up Govi Home, and then you're going to be able to match it up to whichever product that you have. Now, the cool thing is, again, once you select the actual light bulb, you'll see if the right one pops up. Right there, you see I didn't. And then right there, now that I did, you'll see the brand and the name come up. Boom, it's going to connect. And then once you have it set up, you can even rename it if you want, set up all that fun stuff, and then have complete control from your app, which is my probably favorite feature to these light bulbs. And so many cool settings and details in between. All right, so again, I was just kind of updating some messages in there, again, for the duck race. If you guys want to get in on the duck race, whether you're watching it on Facebook, whatever platform we're streaming this from, I have a bunch of them going on now, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. But ideally, I would highly recommend, if you guys want to see more about the products themselves I'm talking about at any one of the platforms, come on over to Amazon. I have the link either in the description for our link tree or it's in my profile page. It's also the link tree right over here. It's linktree/lifestyle_of_fitness. And you just click Coach Mike Amazon storefront. You'll be seeing me live streaming on there. Bada bing, bada boom. Come on over. Let's break stuff down. Let's hang out. You guys can see more about the products. And with that being said, I'm going to dig on into the next kind of fitness-based product here. And like, also I want to highlight, you guys will notice from the title, some of these are going to have, Dana's ready for that duck race. I see you, Dana. Some of these are going to have some really good discounts right now just because of Black Friday and whatnot. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Highly recommend taking advantage of it. Just throwing that out there. We're going to get our duck race on. Dana, I know you're hyped. Evans, I'm sure you're going to be in on it. RG, I'm sure you're going to want to get in on it. If you guys haven't seen a duck race before, it's basically a really fun way to win a free either Amazon gift card or access to our nutrition course. So your choice is the winner. With that being said, we're going to dig on into, these adjustable Flybird dumbbells I have behind me that I pretty much use in almost every single one of my workouts. I'll be honest, lately I've been using more so my GoNex gymnast rings, but honestly, even the dumbbells, they come in for pretty much at least one exercise for all of them. With that being said, let's check it out. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Flybird adjustable dumbbells. Let's dig on into them. So these are really cool because of, again, the adjustable style, and the handle right here I really love compared to some other adjustable dumbbells I've tried in the past. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of the dimension look. And the cool thing is, again, you're going to see me right here, turn the handle, and that's how you select the weight you want. It slides right out, you drop it back in, you turn the handle, and you get the next one. It's a really cool feature compared to, again, some of the other styles that I've seen, and being able to go all the way from 11 pounds up to 55 pounds within seconds is an amazing, both cost-effective feature, in my opinion, as well as a space-effective feature where you don't need multiple sets. And again, I wanted to highlight that here just by going through how easily you can do your reps, superset it, drop the weight in, change it, and then go up or down in weight, which is, again, for me as a trainer, as a coach, as a fitness professional, an amazing option, especially from a home gym perspective. I also wanted to highlight for you guys the actual locking mechanism. These buttons I'm pointing at right now are what actually will release the weight, and these nodules here in the set are what's going to do it. So the only time you can change the weight is when it's actually in the mold. So this way you have a nice, safe grip, and you don't have to worry about it when it's out of the mold. Bam, yo, bam. So again, I will always recommend the adjustable dumbbells over pretty much any other type of dumbbells. What I mean by that is the individual set of dumbbells. Unless you just are always doing like drop sets or supersets where you don't want to have to worry about adjusting the weights and you have an unlimited budget, or your budget's not really an issue, you don't care about space, then maybe not. Even then, I still recommend at least having one set of adjustable dumbbells as I turn on the gesture controller. So you guys might have noticed I put my hands up, turn on the motion kind of tracking feature. So I'm going to actually turn that off. I forgot I still had that on. So we're going to just adjust that because I have the door open. You guys might notice because my daughter, Tessa, is not trying to nap. So I wanted to keep the door open to hear her if she starts to cry or wake up or any of that fun stuff because, dude, Tessa's not been sleeping through the night lately. I don't know what's going on with her. Usually she's good, man, but lately, not so much. So hopefully she'll get a good nap in here. With that being said, let's keep it rolling right along. We'll dig into the next product. And yeah, I see you, Evans. I see you, Danny. You guys want to get in on the duck race? Again, I don't know. I got to figure out how to turn off this setting. I've tried to play with my TV. Oh, what's up, Tanai? I'm going to butcher that. I feel like I just wanted to say Tanai. Tanai. Is that how I say it? Did I just butcher that? Let me know tonight. Well, hey, thanks for dropping by saying, hey, hold on, I'm gonna drop a message here in the chat and say, hey. Hey, whoa, hold on. Hey, tonight. Oh, we got New York in the building. For dropping by and saying, hey. Also, I got it, nice, sweet. Originally from New York too, so now you don't have to share where from New York you are from, but I'm just gonna throw it out there just because, like, anytime I hear someone's from New York, I get hyped. So originally from Brooklyn, then we moved out to Long Island. Most of my life was spent in Long Island, but got people everywhere. Staten Island, Queens, Brooklyn, all that good stuff. Long Island, Staten Island. I said Staten Island, right? Like upstate New York. And sweet, yeah, tonight. Well, thank you for dropping by. If you enjoy the content, please feel free to follow as well if you're not already. And also, if you want to get in on a duck race, Bronx, I see you. What's up? We're going to be doing a duck race here at 11:15. So, and what a duck race, have you ever seen a duck race, by the way? You might not know what the hell I'm talking about. But if you want to get in on the duck race, just comment duck, we'll get you in. Barclays Center, what? Yeah, dude. I haven't been to New York since pre-COVID. That's not true. I feel like I went once. Did I? I don't even know. I want to say it was like 2019, but definitely been to the Barclays Center, watching the Nets play, all that kind of fun stuff. Woo woo. So duck race is a lot of fun. It's literally like a minute race where I'll share my screen with you guys and you'll be able to see me doing a duck race. So I got you in. RG's in. I see you guys. I see y'all. All right, sweet. So with that being said, so we still have about like another 30 or so minutes. Before that, we'll dig into some more products here. We're gonna get into the Flybird adjustable bench. Yeah, it's pretty awesome to have everything open now. I just like haven't been back for family and like kids and travel and all that kind of fun stuff. Also, the Flybird adjustable bench, this one right here, which I actually have next to me, has 33% off right now. So it's a good time to just take advantage if you're in the market for that. I put almond milk in my coffee. Yeah, and I also like almond milk with my coffee, going back to the coffee thing. Almond milk, protein powder, but now again, y'all, I've leveled up. I put some muscle milk in this bad boy, the vanilla flavor. It's the dairy-free one too, so if you have any dairy issues. And then do a half a bottle. It's 20 grams of protein in there, like half a gram of sugar. Freaking solid. With that being said, let's dig on into the bench, y'all. I appreciate you guys. Like, this is what it's all about, man. This gets me hyped to see in the chat. Like, you guys, like, again, I want to build a community here. So like we start to get to know each other, share things with each other. If you want to share your fitness goals, you want to share maybe challenges, struggles, things like that, feel free to let me know in the chat. And again, I appreciate the follow, by the way, tonight. And yeah, just trying to help each other out here, honestly. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Flybird adjustable bench. And I'm a huge fan of the brand Flybird first and foremost, but I love the adjustable bench. It's so versatile. And a big thing that I like here is check out this spot for your ankles where you can hook your feet. The cool thing I like about it as well is it folds down, as you could tell. Also, I'm going to show you guys on the flip side the pin and spring action. I'm going to pause for a quick second. I want you guys to see this has a spring component of it. So when you pull it out, it'll allow it to lock into place versus other benches. Sometimes we'll just have a little latch mechanism. Also, I want to show you guys the different positions to give you a little bit more idea of the versatility from the angles here, as well as talk about how that comes into play with your training. When you're able to change the angle, you can focus on different muscle groups and how they interact with one another. So the ability that Flybird provides to change these angles going into multiple different positions is awesome, as well as being able to work in a variety of different exercises as well. And the durability of it is clutch. That's a big one for me, and I highly recommend. Check them out. All right, y'all. So again, I was just dropping some messages here in the chat. And if you guys are watching, even on other platforms beyond Amazon, like we're live on Facebook right now, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, all that, Twitter, even all that good stuff. If you guys want to hop on over here, I recommend jumping into the chat, or just, I can see chat on all the other platforms. I just can't answer back. I can only answer here on Amazon. But communicate. Again, to me, it's all about building a community. This is like a big thing that I really want to stress, is beyond just like, and that's why I like Amazon, is like we can reach like thousands of people on a stream, where on Facebook it's a little bit harder with the algorithm. So I appreciate you guys. And that's why I always like to try and get back, even with the duck races, having like some prizes and some free giveaways, things like that. Also, tonight you mentioned the bench, so I'm going to like harp on this. Even I mentioned it, I'll continue to mention it. Is the idea that if you're debating between a bench, I always say adjustable bench first, because obviously an adjustable bench is also going to be a flat bench, but then you have the versatility to go incline, decline, and everything in between. However, I do have the Flybird flat bench, and I do have other flat benches I've used before, and I even do recommend having a flat bench in your gym if you already have an adjustable bench and you want to be able to superset different exercises and options there. Sometimes having a flat bench, some of the cushioning, the support, like the Flybird one, we're going to dig into that in a little bit. There's some components there that can be helpful. And you know what? Why don't I'll do a little bit of a cross comparison now. We'll dig right on into the Flybird flat bench, just so you guys can kind of see a little bit of a difference here. Normally I had it saved for the end of the stream, but it makes more sense probably to go over it now, right? Why not? Let's dig on into that now for a cross comparison. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the Flybird flat bench. And as you can see, it's a nicely padded bench, super durable. That's been my favorite thing to use about this particular bench. And I'm going to show you a really cool feature with this bench from the adjustment standpoint and the legs here. So we're going to take a little closer look
at the adjustable component here with folding it up, which I think is a really cool aspect to being able to store it. So you pull that pin out, you're going to turn this to loosen it, and then once it's loose, you're going to pull out that spring-loaded mechanism. And you can see here, I'm just loosening it up. Once you have it loose, you just pull on that, and then I have it stand up vertically, so you're going to see it just drop right down. And the cool thing about that, again, if you look at this, it folds up. So if you do want to hang it on the wall, you want to put it off to the side from a storage capability, it's just a cool aspect that I really like to it. But overall, just going back to the durability of this, and again, looking at the padding, it's a comfortable bench and it gets the job done. I highly recommend if you're looking to add a flat bench to your toolbox.
All right, y'all. So, also check out the sweet Jets pants, by the way. Tonight, you said you were from New York, so you'll probably appreciate repping the Jets, even though these are like the holiday Christmas ones, but I still got to represent the Jets. Sounds good. I'm starting my gym. Ooh, okay. Tonight you're starting out so you're building like a home gym. You're saying you're starting going back to the gym. Either way, it's awesome. That's totally cool. But just curious to see if there's any insight I can potentially help or provide for you. If you have questions, feel free to let me know in the chat. Even if it's not stuff that I have going on here, happy to offer up insight. But I'm here because my daughter ended up waking up. She wants to watch some Bluey. You guys know it tonight. Do you have any kids? Do you know about Bluey? Does anyone know about Bluey, by the way? That's like the new Disney show that's just been popping off lately like that. I feel like it's the new thing. Anyways, with that being said, home gym, sweet. Awesome. So yeah, anything I can do, if you have questions or insight I can offer up, I'm happy to kind of help where I can. So now we're going to dig into the solar panels. This one's not as much relevant to the home gym per se, but this is, so hear me out on this one. This is my perspective. Everything I talk about, I try and look at a lifestyle of fitness in mind, hence the name of my company, hence the name of my brand. And being able, if you work from home especially, to change up the scenery, change up the environment, that can be massive for improving just your overall quality of life and not getting burnt out. So anyways, this can help do that by just providing a power source no matter where you go, as long as the sun's out, even when it's cold. So, you might be able to notice right up here, I've got what this solar panel is going to look like set up outside. The cool thing I wanted to demonstrate, especially outside, is because obviously it's not sunny right now, and even if it was, just set the sun coming outside, you guys won't be able to see that. So it's a 2-panel setup, and it's 80 watts. This one's going to be, from my notes of what I was able to see, it's going to be about 20 to 23% more efficient than other panels on the market, which is pretty awesome. And the cool thing you can see I'm using right here in this B-roll footage is it has these little Velcro kind of kickstands that just flop out. Then you can put it on its side so it's angled better for the sun and being in position. And then the last piece I always like to highlight with these specifically is this little compartment here on the back. I think is super cool that you can just open it up. This is where you're going to have both USB plugins as well as a DC plug-in. And it's going to come with some cables, your adapters, pretty much anything you're going to need to set this up and have it function, as well as it's also going to have carabiners in here. If you ever just need the carabiners to kind of connect everything and keep it all organized, which I thought was really cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys and kind of give you a little bit of a preview, not only of what this looks like and the solar panels by SunPals, as well as the B-roll footage right here. So if you guys enjoyed, hopefully that's helpful, let me know. And I give this one a thumbs up from my experience so far and the functionality with it. All right, y'all. So you might even hear bingo in the background now that we got that going for my daughter. She'll get pretty. I can kind of hear. I don't know if you guys can. She's like, yeah. Pumped about the Bluey thing. With that being said, so one of the other things, we're going to kind of transition here. And tonight, everybody else watching, hopefully, again, if you're building out a home gym, I kind of have 3 categories I put it in. Is the $100 and under category, so $0 to $100. That's what your price point is. I have resistance bands here. I have that on other streams I've talked about. I also would recommend tonight, if you go over to our link tree and look up we have a lifestyle of fitness Amazon storefront. I have even more products specifically designed around building out that home gym for different price points. We talk about the resistance bands, talk about the pull-up assisted bands, our Gonex rings, those are lower cost points. And like check our shoppable videos both on this and the Lifestyle of Fitness Amazon. I also have a podcast. If you go into our link tree, you check out our podcast on Buzzsprout or even on YouTube. We have like a 3-part series on building out a home gym. When COVID first kind of started hitting, I actually started building this home gym. So me and my business partner, we did a 3-part series on basically the different price points on building a home gym. So $0 to $100, $100 to like $500, and then $500 and up. And that I think could be a helpful resource for you. So just throwing that out there. With that being said, my pleasure, dude. My pleasure. With that being said, we're going to kind of switch gears or shift gears a little bit to the nutritional topic of things. And one of the things that comes with the home gym side of it is like you're not just going to be training. That's like maybe 1 or 2 hours out of the day. If you're even training every day, which most of us probably aren't training every single day. I'm one of those weirdos. I train every single day just because like I'm addicted to it and I just like it, honestly. You don't have to do that by any means. You can be very like efficient with your time and do like, 2 hours of like you can do an hour. You can get away with an hour and a half of training a week, even less probably. Now, what is recommended is a different category. Oh, what's up, David? You ever tried them battle ropes? 100%. Yeah, I got my battle ropes right over here. The battle ropes are a great another high intensity interval training option. I have a variety of whatchamacallit, like B-roll workouts that I shot during live streams of like breaking up upper body style workouts, lower body, total body, core, just back, posterior chain. Like if I have time at the end, I'll even play that for you guys. But with that being said, we're going to dig into the nutrition piece because nutrition is a massive piece of the kind of goals that you're going to attain and even recovering from training. But also I'll drop some messages here in the chat for you guys, David.
So the thing I love about this set is there's 2, the function and the visual, the colors. So I really enjoy the actual colorfulness to it for both, not only like the pieces that come for like the spatulas and the whisk and whatnot, but even for the cups. So you can have that. I just find it easy to see. And then my girls, I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, they find it a little bit more, I think, visually just appealing and attractive. So they'll like want to help me actually bake or cook or whatnot, which I absolutely love to get my kids engaged with stuff like that. And then from a function standpoint, again, they do a great job with just having to actually be a spatula, the tongs, the whisk, all that fun stuff. They last, can throw them in the dishwasher. I've had them for a bit now, and I'm really liking them from the setup perspective, and even coming in with the case or this like container for this set makes it easy and just kind of organized and all set together. So I've used these quite a few times, even on my live streams, and it's always gone really well with just even having the girls want to help with that. So I highly recommend it, especially if you have kids out there and you want to get them involved with the baking and the cooking and just kind of getting them to just take an interest in stuff like this, having things that are colorful. And then even when it comes to nutrition, as a nutrition kind of coach and specialist there, with being able to make it involved with your kids, they're going to want to eat those meals as well. So I highly recommend giving that a shot.
Bada bing, bada boom. And hey, Jimmy, what's going on, homie? I see you. So yeah, like David, even if you want to see me doing like more like video demonstrations of that, I have a shoppable video, like actually breaking down the battle ropes, on this channel. So you can check our shoppable videos for that. But also I don't actually think we have our live streams up. You can go to past live streams on this channel and I have me doing battle rope workouts at the end, the last like 10, 15 minutes of some of the streams. But I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I'll add some of those chunks to our YouTube channel, or even if I have enough time at the end of this stream, let me know. If you guys want to see stuff like that, I can add it to the end of the stream, or I can maybe put it up on like YouTube. I can add it to our social media platforms. I could even maybe make a shoppable video with the battle ropes again, but maybe doing a live. I do a slight demonstration in the shoppable video of like me doing an exercise and talking about the interval style. But let me know if you guys would find that helpful in the chat. I'm always happy to like kind of give the people what they want, so to speak, or like if you guys think it would be helpful, that's what I'm here to do. I want to provide helpful and entertaining information at the end of the day. So with that being said, we're going to dig into the Unluke running and hiking shoes. These I was actually able, even after I did this B-roll, I was able to test these even more going hiking in Arizona. And I did like, I want to say it was like a level 4 trail. So I think it's at a 6 or 7. And it was moderate, like nothing too crazy, but like definitely enough where like, it was a good workout for the day, for sure. And I did notice some of the kind of benefits of these, like the tread and the grip, but also some of the potential holes were things that they can improve with like the lacing and how you can tie them up, which is really cool. Like the ability to like basically string tie it. But I noticed when I got it really, really tight, like there was a lot of extra loose lacing. So little things like that, not a big deal because I ended up tucking it in anyway. But just wanted to throw that out there. But let's dig on into them so you guys see a little bit more. Like normally I use these for running and like hiking around local trails here, which I don't do. Like it's like level 1s and 2s, nothing too crazy, maybe a 3. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Amg 1912 gray men's hiking and running shoes. Now, right off the bat, you're going to see they don't have your traditional shoelaces. I actually really like this feature. It provides for really easy slip in, slip out, and then just tying them down so that you have the right fit. And I also like the tread that they provide at the bottom, the breathability that they have so you can get them kind of wet and not have to worry about it. They can take forever to dry. And you can see that tread right there. Great for support and just hiking, running, all that good stuff. And speaking of running, I figured I'd just kind of show you guys a little bit on what it can look like going for a little bit of a run and just kind of show you guys in the real world application of things. Again, I really like the fit and the grip as well. Bam, y'all. So I'm actually just typing in the names for the duck race. We still got about like 20-ish minutes before we get our duck race on, but I'm just typing in everyone's name while they're coming in. Again, if you guys want to get your duck race on, just comment duck in the chat. The caveat is you actually have to be here for when the duck race is going on. So if you win and you're not here, I can't send you the gift card. So you got to actually be here for when you win the duck race. And then I'm actually going to put some information in on how to actually like what the benefits are. All right, anyone that enters. For pretty much anyone that enters, and then for the winner, what you basically have to do to get your gift card. And nothing crazy. You just literally got to like send me your email so I can know where to send it. With that being said, I just want to highlight, even though we already talked about the Govi string lights, I just want to highlight this. It's a slightly higher price point because it just has an added little feature from the audio voice command feature with the microphone added to it, or the audio component with the voice command feature built into it. So I just wanted to highlight that and share with you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to dig on into the next set of fitness-based products and grouping, and we're going to look at the Sexus. I always butcher that name, by the way, so I think I'm saying that right, but don't hold me to it. The sun visors for cyclists out there, for all my cyclists out there. Now, if you're on the East Coast, like tonight I see you in New York, like it's going to be cold. Like there's some beautiful rides upstate, by the way, especially from like the Bronx going up to like, you know, upstate New York, or really just even into like I've never done Jersey, but like I've seen people going upstate New York. Bike rides are freaking awesome there, or even across Long Island or things like that, where you can find the right kind of trips and roads. But one thing I learned from like getting more into cycling and having clients that are more into cycling is you're picking up serious speed. And one thing when you're picking up serious speed is like having a visor or something to protect your face, or even having glasses on so you don't have like bugs getting into your eyes, and like random stuff like that or debris can be clutch, as well as the sun and UV protection. So wanted to share this with you guys and highlight it. Also, this has 30% off. So that's a nice kind of Black Friday deal that you guys can take advantage of if you want to. And with that being said, let's break them on down.
So for this visor, you guys, I'll put it on just so you can kind of see what it looks and how it fits. This one's great for our cyclists and anyone that's biking that wants to make sure that your face is protected, from like a sunglass perspective, as well as like, I think about it this way. I don't cycle a lot where I'm doing a lot of downhills and whatnot and go crazy climbs, but I have some clients and I have some close friends that do. They've talked about how fast you can go on the bike. And I always think about like, what happens if you eat a bug in the face or something like that? That's not fun. So like, this can be great for like the sun and protecting from a UV protection, but also just shielding your face from like bugs or whatever not that can come across your face. So again, super easy, very functional, and I think gets the job done. So from my experience, even when I've used it, getting outside, getting on the bike, or just getting out and testing it out in the sun, it's done a great job. So I give it a thumbs up and happy to use it and share it even with my clients. I've gotten some really good feedback on that as well.
All right, y'all. So we're going to dig into the next piece. Tessa, do you want to come say hi? Tessa, come here. Come here, Tessa. I'll help you. So Tessa is watching Bluey, and it's in between shows. Oh, thank you, girl. So she's like, hey, Dad, let's get this going along. Come on, come say hi. Come here. No, she knows if she comes over here that she's going to be stuck for a little bit. Come on. I'll put on Bluey for you if you want, and you don't have to say hi if you don't want to. You want to get your workout on? Tessa also likes just coming in here and getting her workout on. That's one of my favorite things. Tonight, by the way, anyone building out a home gym, if you have kids, one of the cool things that I've noticed, at least with my kids and my girls, is like, I don't make them work out, but just like having them like immediately look, like she immediately wants to go to like the fitness equipment because she sees me doing exercise with it. So she's like, oh, that's cool. I'll do that. And then they start playing with it, they get more involved in it, and without even knowing it, they're getting exercise and activity in and getting all the developmental benefits, or at least some developmental benefits by being like physically active and having different resistance. The downside though is if you see my daughter right here, they like to put things around their necks. That's why I put up the rings up high, because otherwise they'll try and like put it on their neck and wearing it like a necklace. Not the best move. Tessa, who's that? Dada. That's Dada, you're right. Good job. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story, and then I'm gonna dig into the motorcycle cushions here, because this is another one that's like, to me, it's again about a quality of life. Everything I look at is like, does it improve your quality of life? So if you have a motorcycle, having a cushion for it can improve your quality of life. Also, just going for a ride can improve your quality of life, because it can be like really like a way to express self-care at the end of the day. So anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story. So Lena, my older daughter, was out here the other day, and I'm working out, I'm doing my thing, and they're just kind of hanging out, wanting to play with me. And then she's like talking to my mural, and like just like saying like, I don't know. Oh, right. Because she was like, hey, Dad, what happened to your head over here? Because she looks at this one, she goes, oh, your head's gone. It's really just me bending forward with my head, but it's like she thinks my head's gone. So she's like, oh, Tessa kicked her head off? I'm like, yeah, Tessa kicked my head off. That's what happened. She goes, and then she tried to kick this mural, and Lena's like, oh, I can't kick your head off. And she goes, I love you, Dada. And she gives the mural like a hug. And I'm like, oh, I love you too, Lena. Can I have a hug? She goes, no, Dada. I'm like, I love this one. I'm like, all right, cool, bro. So I just thought that was a funny story I wanted to share with you guys. But with that being said, my kids are a great way for me to have like self-care time. Speaking of self-care, we'll get into the motorcycle cushion, and I hope you guys enjoyed that random story that I want to share with you guys.
All right, so I wanted to break down this motorcycle seat. So I actually don't have a motorcycle, but my father-in-law does. So I got this bad boy for him. And I wanted to at least just share my experience and my review with you. A, from trying it myself, from sitting on his bike, and then his thoughts. So, cool thing is, again, you can pump it up with air or fluid. Be able to kind of strap it on right here. And so far, I've gotten a thumbs up. He hasn't taken it like cross country yet, just like local rides. But comfort, says it gets the job done. I actually felt it. I've even not only used it on his motorcycle, but I've used it on a chair before. Actually felt really good to just kind of have that change on how the kind of material just felt, and the hard to just give a little bit of support and softness. So I want to share that with you guys. That's my experience, and from my father's experience. I'll also update this as he gives me more insight and whatnot, but I just want to bring that to you guys with this bad boy.
So as you can see, now my daughter decided to climb on the bench and demonstrate some of the cool options and features to both the adjustable bench and our resistance bands. You're going to see her probably sitting up and doing some rows. She might even just start trying to get her balance on. What do you think, Tessa?
Go.
You want to get down? You want help?
Up.
You want up or down?
Down.
You want to get down? Okay, come on. That'll help you. Yeah. All right. There you go. You want to go watch Bluey, or do you want to hang out with Dada in here? Oh, I see you. Okay, she's getting her balance on. We got some other fun stuff in here that she's playing with. So now we're going to get on into the cooling vest breakdown. I'm going to play you guys a B-roll, but also if you want to see me break this down a little bit more, show you a demonstration on it in more detail, I have it right here. I'm happy to do that. You guys let me know. And cute baby girl. Thanks, Evans. And yeah, I see you tonight. We got you in for the duck race as well. I'm just going to show you guys, before I get into this, I'm just going to show you something really funny. Look at this. Look at this crazy girl. She's just going to like wander about and start lifting stuff up. And then, of course, even though she asked me that she wanted down from the bunch, she's like, nah, you know what? I'm going to climb back on that thing just because, like, why not? You want, what do you want? You want to get down? Then why don't you climb up there, girl? Oh, this is what you want. I know what you want. She likes to turn this into a slide. Check this out, y'all. This is kind of fun. I'm not saying this is what the bench is made for by any means. However, it's kind of a fun little feature. And it's good for proprioception for kids, body spatial awareness. Also, be prepared to spot them at the end of the day. Yeah. You going to slide down? You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to, voila. Yeah,
Okay, good job, Tessa. And now she'll go back to the other side. She'll climb up, and then we'll repeat the process. So this is actually a good like kind of workout for her. Because dude, like if you ever think about kids, they are in crazy shape. Like even the most like basic movements that they do, everything's drastically bigger than them. For her to climb on that, where like it's like us climbing on a kitchen table and repeatedly going up and down that, up and down that, up and down that, or anything, even getting on a couch. So with that being said, we're gonna dig into the cooling vest. That's the one that I actually don't have. I'm gonna bring up some B-roll because I want to share with you guys. I think it'd be helpful. She's taking over your show. She is. That's also what I've noticed with just kids in general. They're just like, oh, I run stuff now. This is how it's going. Fun fact. But when it's in the gym, especially, like I'm cool with it. But anyways, let's break down the cooling vest. We'll keep it going. Oh, what's up, Loki? I see you, homie.
So again, this one has, the cool thing I like about this like cooling vest and technology is that it's really easy to use and very effective. So you can just open up this reservoir. This is where the water would go. You would also, so it can hold about like 200, 250 milliliters of water is what they recommend. Then you throw ice in addition to this so it keeps that water cold. And then right below it, there's a pouch right here where you can plug in your battery pack. Now this doesn't come with the battery pack. That's one thing you have to get separate. So just keep that in mind. But you have your external battery pack in here, that's the power supply, and then you have this nice red button that's connected to it. You push that red button. I don't actually have the battery in right now, but when it would just start pumping it. It takes about 15 seconds to fully circulate the fluid that's in here, go through all the tubing, and you wear it just like a vest. And again, it cools you down, especially on a hot summer day. Like this thing is clutch. I actually use it when I'm playing outside with the girls and I don't want to overheat and sweat. Or if I would go to like an outdoor sporting event, my daughter has soccer outside, like this is one thing that I would wear and kind of leverage and play with. So this is a really cool just tool and feature that I definitely recommend. And again, from a functionality standpoint, very much worth it if that's what you're looking for. You overheat and you sweat a lot like me.
Good job, Tessa. And tonight, to your point, 100%, kids are our future. That's why like I don't make her come into the gym or work out or any of that stuff. I just leave it as an opportunity and an open door to come in here. Thanks, by the way, Jimmy. Yeah, she's pretty awesome, I gotta say. But like that's why I think it's important. Like I try and even when I talk about like the kitchen stuff or like meal prep stuff, like I want my kids to watch me do that and watch my wife do that. And like that's why I like now being able to run my business from home, having a home studio, having a home garage. They can see everything that we're doing and they pick up on this stuff. Like I realized Tessa's a year and a half, and then my other one, she's just over 3. And they really do. They're sponges. I know it's just like a cliche statement, but it's so freaking true. They watch everything and they pick it all up to some capacity. So with that being said though, we got like, think about 10 more minutes. Yes, that's how they learn. Exactly. So like, that's why I think it's like, I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day that doesn't have kids. And he's like, whoa, so like you have to teach kids everything, huh? I'm like, yeah, man, you're starting from scratch. They don't know anything. So you literally have to teach them everything. So that's why like when you do see kids that, that are like lashing out or they say like messed up stuff or they're like bullies or stuff, it's like clearly a reflection of what's going on at home. You know what I mean? And the environment that they're being raised in. My son started cooking at 10. That's awesome tonight, yeah. And like exactly, like being able to have them be self-reliant, being able to have them have certain skills and confidence, social skills, you know, like practical skills, common sense, even all these kind of basic things I think are really important. But with that being said, we're going to dig on into the earbuds next. And then Tessa, I don't know, what do you want to do now? Tessa, you going to hang out here still? She'll probably still be here, yo. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Suspender wireless earbuds. And the cool thing about this is the portability. As you can see, also the charging cable that it comes with. You have those lights in front so you can see if it's charging, which adds up to 30 hours of charge time. And a single use is 5 hours for these earbuds. Super streamless, comfortable, easy fit. And again, the ability to have 5 hours for one charge, which you can see when they're plugged in properly, it'll light up differently. Now let's check out how they look and feel. So here you can see I'm going to be pulling them out to put them in. Unfortunately, because I have cauliflower ear, I can only fit them in my left ear. So for all my wrestlers and grapplers out there, be mindful of how it fits. But wore that left ear, super comfy and great sound. So tonight, I was just typing back. So how old's your son? You mentioned you want him to start working out. And again, like I'll go back to like with my girls, like you're building a home gym. That's awesome. That's a huge step. Because guess what? Your son's going to see you probably working out. Maybe he won't watch you working out because of the age he's at now. I I imagine you said he started cooking at 10, so he's got to be at least 10 years old, right? So if you... So check out what Tessa's doing right now. I'm going to show you guys a little sneak behind the scenes. So 14, yeah, and that's a tough age. So she's taking my flashcards and she's just like running around, hyped about life. And now she's going to put them behind the King Camp cot. Like that's like a new like thing for her. She's like, what happened to them? Where'd they go? Tessa, where'd my flashcards go? Oh, they're back there? Cool. Thanks, girl. Now she's going to get the rest. So anyways, just like little fun games like that. It's amazing how kids can find joy in anything. But yeah, so your son's 14. That's like a tough age, I imagine, but also a great time because he's at that point where like maybe he's going to start caring about like, she took over. Yeah, she definitely did take over. You can see it, right? Starts caring about like dating and stuff like that. And as shallow as maybe it sounds, when you start kind of dating and stuff, you start to get more mindful of your body. It starts to drive more potentially incentive. It could also create a lot of insecurity. Like I was really heavy as a kid, so it created a lot of insecurities for me. So once I started getting into like the gym and losing weight, it was a huge confidence builder, but it took time. I didn't start working out until I was like 16, and I lost like a bunch of weight because of that. Anyways, I wanted to cross compare. So before I get too sidetracked here, and we want to kind of keep it somewhat on track, I want to show you guys. Yeah, Tessa, does this look familiar? You know what this is, right? These are mommy's earbuds. Yeah, so the thing about it is Tessa and my older daughter, Lena, took Ashley's earbuds. So let's show everybody what's happened. Yeah, I know, but look, you're going to have to share right now, and I'll give it back. So if you open these up compared to my earbuds, what's not in there? The actual earbuds themselves. The reason not in there, here, Tessa, you can have this back. You're welcome. I like that she says thank you. That's like important. Little things like that matters are a big deal. You know, you're going to open it, and then you're going to just like hide them in random places and play with them. So like one of the things I would say for these earbuds that they don't have that I think would be a clutch feature is having like a tracking feature. You're doing great, and your daughter. Oh, well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. My wife's pretty awesome, so I got to say like she helps with a lot of the awesomeness. But so now she got the earbuds. She's dipping out. She's like, I got earbuds. I'm going to go watch Bluey. I got toys to play with. I'm good. She got her fun. She got her little sun spot in the sun. But with that being said, yeah, I think the earbuds should just have like a tracking feature, a GPS feature. I think someone mentioned on one of the prior streams that like AirPods have them now, but I think all earbuds should have them. The only thing I'll also say is like on my right ear, I have cauliflower ear. So I can't actually fit the earbuds in on that side, as I kind of mentioned in the other stream. So if you do have cauliflower ear from like wrestling, boxing, martial arts, anything like that, something to be mindful of. You might have to get some like gel inserts or some other style earbuds. But with that being said, that's just the cross comparison I want to throw in there. Now we're going to dig into the grinder that I was mentioning before. And this is what I actually use for some sage from my garden. We have a bunch of herbs and spices from the garden that I like to use. And this has been a clutch tool. Daughter. Yeah, I'm just typing in like Lena and Tessa, they're the best, man. Like I have amazing girls, and my wife is amazing. They have great like I have great like females in my life in general, on my side of the family as well as my wife's side of the family. So we have great female role models and just people for them to like just model their lives after at the end of the day, and just to influence them, which is really awesome. But kind of digging into the grinder. So this one is one that I leverage, again, for herbs and spices. Now, we grow our own herbs and spices in the backyard. Now, this is something you can go to the store and get and still have your own grinder and grind them up. Or if you do want to start getting into having your own home garden, getting your own vegetables, herbs, and spices. The reason I'm such a big fan of herbs and spices to our foods, and I've covered this in multiple podcasts on other streams, and you guys might have heard me say this time and time again, is the benefit it'll have on what's called caloric density, which is just a fancy way of saying the amount of calories per volume. So, for example, if I were to take this cup of water, or this cup of coffee and protein, the amount of calories in this is its caloric density. Now, the goal is to have as little amount of calories by volume with the maximal amount of vitamins and minerals. Why, you might be asking? And the reason why is because at the end of the day, the less calories you're taking in and the more nutrients you're getting from them, the less you're probably going to eat at the end of the day. And for most of us watching out there, we say 95% of you, your goal is to either
continue to build muscle, continue to lose fat, maybe even work somewhere in the middle or some variation of that impact athletic performance. But to lose body fat while gaining or maintaining muscle is going to be a relevant goal. And in order to do that, you want to not have excess calories coming in. And even if you do want to have weight going on, to have the most amount of nutrients from your food is going to be a helpful component. And that's where herbs and spices can add a huge benefit. As well as being able to take, and I take the most stereotypical bodybuilder meal, broccoli, chicken, and rice, right? You could take that, and that's very boring, very bland. Now you could add like sugars and fats and butters and things to flavor it up and different things like that. However, it's gonna add a lot of calories. Or you could take the same meal, but add in like cilantro or parsley or basil or any kind of like herb and spice to add some flavor to it, or like cayenne peppers or any kind of like hot sauce, things like that. You know, hot sauce isn't like an herb or spice per se, but like make your own like hot sauce from like peppers, which I have in the backyard. I have my own hot peppers. I made my own hot sauce from it. Being able to do that yourself drastically cuts down on the calories while massively increasing the antioxidants, vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients, and you have control over what's going not only into your food, but what's going into the food itself and then what's going into your body. So that's like a huge plus I wanted to highlight. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on it, which take it with a grain of salt, so to speak. Again, I'm not a doctor. Everything's kind of different. And yeah, but with that being said, we got like a couple more minutes here. So I want to kind of, again, I highlighted the Govi LED light bars. We're going to get into the Amg Sling Bag here next. This is one that, you know, at first I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to really use this. But like I bring it to my fights now when I corner for fighters. And this is one I've actually seen other like high-level coaches and cornermen using. So to me, that says a lot. And even beyond, if you're not like a cornerman or a fighter coach or anything like that, even just like for parents out there tonight, you can probably relate. Like when your hands are full, you need to just have a spot where all your stuff is so you can quickly grab it. You have to fumble through like all this extra stuff. This can be a clutch option as well. So let's dig on into it, and then we'll get into the duck race, y'all. So the cool thing I like about this bag is A, how it fits and kind of the efficiency from the space perspective, but also the biggest takeaway to me is the ability to charge your smart device, whatever it is, like your phone, camera, whatever. You can plug in USB right here. However, what I will highlight with this bag, and I wanted to make sure that I stress, is it doesn't come with a battery pack or an external battery or power source. That's one you have to have separate. You have to purchase it separate, already have it, and then you can kind of drop it right in here, connect it to the cables it has set up, plug it in, and then you can actually charge your device right here through the USB that it comes with. Have that power supply. So I think this is a great option, again, for my content creators out there or for my fitness enthusiasts or fitness professionals. If you're going to go hiking, let's say maybe you're at the gym, you don't want to worry about your phone dying. If you have your like audio set up to it and whatnot, and you don't have it charged, you want to keep it near you and on you, you can plug it in here. And the cool thing, again, it has like an anti-theft component to it where it has this little like just plug, so you can plug that in. It's harder to get to the zipper. You have to unpop it to actually open this compartment. Get in there. Has a little component in here also for either an umbrella or for like I use it for my tripod, honestly. So for my content creators out there, this can be a clutch bag to leverage, especially for charging up your devices and being able to carry all the stuff that you may need, whether it's dropping an extra memory stick or memory card right here, being able to have cables, whatever have you. I'm even going to use it, honestly, as a coach and a cornerman. I'm going to use it for some cornering of my fighters, and I'm excited to test that out. But so far, it's been a quality product, and honestly, I just kind of like how it looks and feels as well. So I don't know if you guys heard that. That front door noise was my wife coming home with Lena from dance. Is Lena asleep, Ash? Yeah. Oh, Lena fell asleep on the car ride home. Classic move, y'all. I don't know what it is about car rides, but I feel like if you're like under 5, maybe even as an adult, I feel like kids under 5 always fall asleep in the car. Always. No matter how much they're fighting a nap, no matter how much they don't want to fall asleep, they're always going to fall asleep in the car. It's just like a given. So, yeah, with that being said, also, what's up, Joe? Hey, hey. Yeah, it's a pretty cool bag, right? The Amg Sling Bag, plus the feature to have the ability to have like an external power source in it and charge your phone, which when I was actually at a fight tournament, the first time I brought this, I forgot. Also, I'll tell you, said, hey, tonight, she just went outside to grab Lena. Or maybe she's just going to like hang with her in the car. Sometimes we don't want to move her. Let's see. The people say, hey, booty. She says, hey. Hi to the wife and get sick. Wait, what do you mean get sick tonight? They like get sick in the car? Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Anyways, Yeah. So with the bag, I brought it to this tournament. First time, I forgot I actually had the charger in there, and I forgot I had the cable. My phone died. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to text Ashley. I was like 2.5 hours away from home at this tournament. I wanted to let her know when I was gonna be home, to let her know what's going on with the girls, and blah 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 blah. And I realized, like, oh yeah, I got you. You want to say hey? Come say hey. So I says hey. She's from the Bronx, by the way. We got some New York in the building. What? Ashley's from New York as well. She's from Long Island, like me, representing. What? All right, so it's duck race time. Who do you want to jump in on the duck race? Yeah. All right, so duck race time, y'all. Duck race time, y'all. So I'm going to start sharing my screen here with you guys so you can see that. Pull this up. Bada bing. You're going to see a bunch of craziness right now. So I'm going to just double check. And hi, Coach. Hope you have a great weekend. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend as well. Hope the week's going great. Same. Thanks for saying hey. Hold on. I got to... Oh, like I'm always so used to autocorrect, and when it doesn't, I'm like, I get messed up. All right, so let's get our duck race on. So tonight we got Dana, we got Evans, we got RG. I'm gonna check the chat, see if there's anyone else I might have missed. Joe, do you want in on the duck race? We're about to do a duck race. Let's see, who else did I miss? Dane, Evans, I got you in. All right, let's do a little roll call. Roll call for the duck race. Who's here? Call. All right, I got you. Duck race. Who's here? All right. So I got you in, Joe. All right. So I'm going to add you in. I'm going to start screen sharing while I'm doing this, and I'll check the chat while it's going up. This is my first time. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, I think it's fun. All right. Let's just move this to the top. Boom. Why is this not? I got to hold on. There we go. Order. Move to the top. No, wrong thing. Hold on, y'all. Got to get the display, move that to the top. Bam, there we go. So, Jimmy, I see you. So we got Jimmy's in. Bam. All right, let me pull up. I'm going to pull up the chat here. Boom. And this is what I'm talking about. When you go to the link tree, you'll see all of our different resources and whatnot. Go to the Coach Mike one. That's the stream I'm on right now. We have our LOF one. You can follow that. I'm going to be doing a stream on that later today with one of my coaches. Go to the Coach Mike one. That's the stream. Let's check the chat and make sure I didn't miss anybody. So what I have to do, you don't have to do anything tonight. So we got RG's in. Loki, I see you. All right. So we got Loki, RG. Who else do I got? I think we got pretty much everybody. So yeah, you don't really have to do anything tonight. Just like watch, enjoy, cheer on your duck. So we got tonight, Dana, Evans, RG, Joe, Jimmy, Loki. Bam. So we're going to have our costume set up for the ducks. Let me just type in our time. Oh, I got to put on my number lock. That would be helpful. We're going to get it set. So this is the duck race. It's about to go down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the chat while the duck race is going down. And I'll give you guys a countdown. We'll give it a few more seconds. Anyone else? All right, so now we're I'm gonna just highlight the Lexico shower heads. This race is gonna be brought to us by the Lexico shower heads. I have two different types. I'll break down them after the race, but I'll also share here. Again, this is, if you do win, I'm just gonna copy and paste this. So if you guys, even if you don't win, just by participating, you could just email me at lifeofafighter@gmail.com, and you can get access to our fitness and nutrition vault for a week, or the 28-day nutrition course. You get a week access to that. And you can, when you win, you either get the $1 Amazon gift card or access to our nutrition course. It's your choice. Race time. All right, it's go time. 3, 2, 1, race. All right, so I'm gonna hit the race. We're going. Bam, we're off, y'all. We're off. So again, the winner, you're just going to email me at lifeofafighter@gmail.com. Whatever email you send is the one that I'm going to send the gift card to, or send your invite to the nutrition course. But also, sorry about this 45-second power off little thing here. I don't know why, but I can't get it off. So I apologize if that's annoying. It's been bothering me. So I imagine it's probably going to bother you guys as well. But don't worry, tonight I got you right. Whoop. Did I just pause it? There we go. I didn't even know you could do that. Apparently I can pause it just by hitting the enter button. Build up some suspense right before the race ends. Oh, turbo boost. Who's going to get it? RG, you going to pull it out? Oh, RG is going to win. Congrats. RG with the turbo boost. Bam. All right, y'all. So that is the race. I'm going to minimize the screen. We're going to turn off the duck noise. RG, you won. I'll turn off the display here. Now we'll bring the video capture up to the top layer. Bada bing, bada boom. Bam! Congratulations, RG. So, RG, you know the dealio at this point, so just shoot me an email. Let me know if you want the gift card or if you want access to the nutrition course, and I'll get that set up to you right now live on the stream, and then just hang out here and just confirm that you get whichever one you pick, just so I know that you got it. And with that being said, while we're doing that, while we're kind of getting that set up, I'm going to dig into the Lexico shower head, kind of display that for you guys. We'll look at that a little bit more. And if you guys have questions, feel free to let me know. I'll keep it rolling right along. So the cool thing I like about the shower head and this particular kind and by Lexico is not only the beads that it has to be able to filter the water out, which is a great feature in and of itself, which is nice. And from a functional standpoint, that's great. The bigger piece to me that I'm more excited about is the lighting component to it. It has this LED light aspect that can help change the color of the water, not by actually using dyes or anything like that. It's just the actual reflection of the LED light here, changing the color of the water as it's coming out, which there's been some really interesting kind of research around the potential impact that can have on your nervous system and how your mind and your body responds and reacts. So whether you want to get into like a rest and digest mode or like a fight or flight, like high energy state, even playing with the lighting can help. And just using this as a self-care product to be able to take some time. You know, it has 3 different settings. It has its rainfall setting, it has the massage setting, it has the jet setting. So being able to use that, dialing in how you want, this to me is a great aspect and tool to leverage it for not just having it being a shower or a bath, but have it be some self-care time for you, and using it with intention can be really cool. And I just wanted to offer up that insight and my feedback on how it's worked. Super easy to set up and a really quality product as far as being able to use it from a functional standpoint. Bam, y'all, bam. So, yeah, RJ, if you have any issues, let me know. Guys, have any questions, you want me to demonstrate any more of that, feel free to let me know as well. And also, again, we're going to be doing another duck race. I have another stream I'm going to do after this one. It's probably going to start at around 12:15 Eastern time. And then I'm going to have one of our fighters and coaches coming on, Deuce Carter. He's probably going to be here later today, maybe around 3, 4 o'clock. We'll be doing a live stream together. Let's call it 4. I'm actually going to text him now just to double check. Let me see. Lexi has the finalist, Dana and Max Amanda coming over to watch. Oh, snap! I didn't realize. Shout out to my cousin Lexi. She's in the championship series for her D1 soccer division, and we got some peeps coming over around 1 o'clock. So unfortunately, I'll be live streaming during, so I might miss it. But I'm going to have to give you guys a play-by-play if you want to keep up on that. Let me text Deuce real quick. Does 4 p.m. work? Live stream today. Bam. All right, so with that being said, I think it's going to be 4 o'clock. We'll do our live stream. So if you guys want to do a duck race on this channel, we'll do another one 12:15. I'll be doing another stream, so I'll have another chance at a duck race. And then at 4 p.m. today, I'll be on the Lifestyle of Fitness Amazon channel, so you guys will be able to catch that as well. So with that being said, let's go on over to the Namola Bacon Mat. We'll break this down and keep it rolling, y'all.
All right, so again, I've used this brand and some of their other products before, and I really like them just from a durability, reliability perspective. But these baking mats are pretty clutch because, again, they're made from silicone. Using them, like, again, me and my wife both, we enjoy baking for different reasons. Like, she just likes making delicious things because her family is a family of bakers. I enjoy it from a nutritional standpoint, so being able to make like protein muffins and cupcakes and no-bake cookies and stuff like that. So being able to have something like this to just set it on, be able to use it, leverage it, have it reusable has been really clutch. And again, they just work at the end of the day. So this is one that's maybe less like from a fun perspective, just more of a function perspective. But for me, these are great from a function perspective. I give them 2 thumbs up. They've held the test of time for us and from our experience. So can't recommend these enough for the function of what you need to use them for.
So again, this is another one of those like nutrition tools that I mentioned before, even with you tonight, we were kind of talking, I mean, everybody else, but like tonight was kind of like, you're the one staying pretty active in the chat with having tools and things that get the kids involved with the kind of like cooking process, and the utensil tools or the kitchen set, that was one. And the baking mat's another one. So when they see these come out, they're like, oh, we're about to bake something, and they get excited, which is actually kind of cool and something I really enjoy. But we're going to slightly shift gears. So this is going to be less on the fun side, a little bit more of a functional product. But to me, again, everything has to, when I talk about these things, it has to have a net impact on our quality of life. And that's how I like kind of align this with the lifestyle of fitness in mind. But yeah, I appreciate that tonight. I appreciate the positive, like, kind of vibe you also bring to it. And honestly, I just want to take a second. I appreciate all of you guys in the chat. Especially here on Amazon, but like on all the social media platforms, like you guys are really supportive, and like I appreciate the kind of community that we're building here. And to me, that's what it's all about. It's like building a community where we can support each other. So even if you guys own your own businesses, or if there's anything I can do to like support you guys or give you guys a shout out or anything like that, like always feel free to share it in the chat section, in the comment section. Like I want to support each other at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. Right, Ash?
Right.
You missed the duck race, by the way. Also, so RG won. And RG, you got to let me know when you send that, so I can either send you the gift card or if you want access to the nutrition course. So Lexi's got her championship game at 1 o'clock.
Tomorrow.
Oh, I thought it was today.
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have a watch party.
Yeah, all right. So then, cool. I can be in on that. I think I might end up doing a stream tomorrow, but like tomorrow night, like after we all go to bed, after Dexter. Also, if you guys are watching the new Dexter, let me know in the chat. I'm curious about that. Oh, Ashley getting her workout on. I'm not even gonna like, unless you want to be filmed.
No.
I mean, you look really good. I gotta be honest. Anyways, so Tanai says hi, by the way.
Hi.
Hi. All right, so I'll keep it rolling right along. We're gonna dig into the Sixus polarized aviators. So Ash, I'm curious to get your thoughts. Like, I like from the aviators that we have, I'm gonna go over the gold and the silver. I like the silver more personally. Like just for me, on my face, yeah, on me.
Yeah,
I like it.
So.
And I like the aviators more than the cat eyes, because we're also gonna have the cat eyes. Oh, like Evan says hey too, by the way. Everyone's just saying hey. Hey. I can't hear you, bro. You gotta like talk up.
Hey everyone.
Hey y'all. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Now I'm gonna put that in quotes in case you guys can't hear. But yeah, also there's a discount on these as well, so you guys get a nice discount. Black Friday going down, get some deals. But also, like, I rock the cat eyes. Like, I used to think they were just for girls, but like, I feel like I can rock them.
Where are they?
They're over here somewhere, like somewhere. I don't know. But I'm gonna play a B-roll for that. So let's get on into the aviators.
So, I love these glasses. The aviator style, I think, are just like super versatile, so that's what I really enjoy about these. And the gold look, you know what? It's just a nice aesthetic perspective.
You saw what Amaranth said?
What I will also say is every kind of glasses or sunglasses that I use, I always put them to the test. Here's the
now
test.
They can.
Can I lean forward and do they move test? Notice how they didn't even move or slide. Even with my hat.
Always like that
We're
midstream.
off. They don't move. I've used these for workouts. I've ran in these. I've done push-ups in these. I've actually kept them on for an outdoor workout. They've stayed on my face. So that's like a really cool from a functionality standpoint. I always like to highlight with these is, or with any glasses that I use, is do they stay in place? And obviously, since they are also polarized, being able to help add that extra protection from the UV, from the sun. So there's a functionality standpoint, and even from a functionality holding onto the face. And I think from a fashion perspective, my wife likes them. I like the aviator style. They go well with my face. That's my 2 cents on it. Also, I give these a thumbs up, and I highly recommend them.
I'm
You're not touching it.
Yeah, like, anyway, so I apologize if you guys heard the TV going 45.6 to power off. Like, it's just, even though I'm using my TV, it's just doing that. So I'm going to highlight the silver colored ones. And we're also going to look at the cat eye style. But also, fun fact, my mouse died. It always likes to die midstream. I don't know what's up with that. But I got it plugged in, so we're all right. What do you think, Ash? Is Lena still sleeping?
Yeah.
So how was dance, by the way?
Pretty good. Good.
tell the people about band. So fun fact, Lena's going to be in the Nutcracker this year. And I'm excited about it because she's not only going to be doing the Nutcracker, she's like 3. She's not going to be like the main feature, but they have all the adults doing it, right? So she gets to be in the like main play.
Yeah.
At what's this at Civic Center?
The theater downtown. The Diane Worthingham.
Oh, so it's like a big theater downtown. So it's cool that she gets to like be a part of that experience. Anyways, with that being said, I just want to highlight the cat eye style glasses as well. Again, these have a discount. These actually have 20% off. So I just wanted to highlight that for you guys. But we're going to keep it rolling right along. We're going to dig into. So this product is probably the one I've had the longest, and I think I used the most out of all of them. And you saw me, as I dropped my phone, being able to use it before with my daughter, test like how I was able to move the camera. Now, the cool thing about that is not only I can use a joystick to move it around, but it actually has a motion tracking feature. So again, I can turn on the lock mechanism so it locks onto me, whatever target, person, or thing I want it to move with. So then as it starts to move, it like tracks with it. So I'm going to actually play you guys a little bit more of a B-roll on that, give you a little bit more of a demonstration and breakdown. And again, if you guys want more demonstration, you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Happy to dig into and add more value.
Now, my favorite part to the OBS tiny webcam is, again, this motion tracking feature. Now, to help facilitate it, look what I just did. I put my arms up, and now the locking on mechanism just started. So now I can stand up. Oh, look at that. And I can walk around, I can move. I absolutely love this from a feature and a functionality standpoint, because especially, let's say, I'm a strength coach and I don't really work with a lot of new clients anymore, but let's say I have some of my virtual clients, I can show them an exercise over here in my squat rack area. I can come back over here to some free space and either sit down and take some notes with them, or like even from a content creation, like doing on Amazon, things like this. I like the ability to demonstrate and move around and whatnot. Now I can even unlock it. Let's say I put my hands up, boom, now it's unlocked. And now I can actually use the gimbal that's on my computer. And look at that, I can easily adjust and slide this over to how I want it. So I want to bring it down low, look at that. That's the perfect shot right there, y'all. So again, great, it shoots in HD. So from a 1080p HD quality standpoint, it's awesome. It also has an omnidirectional microphone setup, so you can get audio input from all directions. So you don't have to worry about buying an extra microphone or anything like that. All comes in the same package. And you don't need to really buy or invest in any other software. It has the gimbal software that it comes with it. You can also use like OBS for free, or any other kind of like platform that you find most beneficial for you.
All right, y'all. So even my wife is kind of amazed that Tessa did not nap longer than what she did. All right, we got the email sent. Bam. I'm gonna go check it now, RG. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna dig into the Alioth products now. So this one, again, I didn't mention this in the B-roll, but I wanted to highlight it really quick. I have the nightlight right here, the Alioth. I'll move it from our bedroom. I bring it out here to just show it to you guys. But I keep it next to the bed at night. I also have a pen and paper next to my bed, so that if in the middle of the night I wake up and I have not, because like my mind's always going. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a pretty like high energy, intense person. So my mind's always going. So at night, if I wake up I'm like, oh, I forgot to like send this email or do this thing or whatever's going on, I tend to like go to my phone and like email it to myself or add it to my calendar. The downside is by looking at your phone, it tends, for me at least, the screen tends to wake me up. And then also I tend to want to like check my emails, go into social media. I have like contractors I'm working with that are like halfway around the world. So when I'm sleeping, it's there like middle of the day. So they always have questions and stuff. So it's like always something's going on. So that's been a helpful component, having a nightlight next to the bed to just like help me not rely on my phone as much. So anyways, with that being said, let's dig on into the nightlight and some other aspects and applications. So this kind of nightlight setup is one that actually both my wife and I use for two totally different purposes. This one I use, and it has 3 different settings on your low, your medium, and your bright. You touch off with this just little touch point in the back. You also have your DC plug-in right here, so you can easily charge it. I use it for additional lighting when I need it, if I'm like recording outside, or if I'm, again, even indoors. Like right now I have some good lighting, but if I need to add some extra, I definitely leverage this to just give a little bit of extra lighting. And the way you can position it and move it has a lot of, again, versatility with the positions and the light component to it. But what my wife uses it for, I think you guys might find helpful just from an idea perspective, is we have a young daughter who's 1.5 years, and even before that, like now we're going in her room less and less and less. But in the middle of the night, if you do have to go into your kid's room, you know you don't want to wake them up. Or if they're already up, you don't want to put on any bright lights or anything like that.
to make it worse. So she uses this, keeps it right next to the changing table, puts it on the dim setting so that it's just light enough so we can kind of see as we're navigating the room. We don't have to fish for our phone or anything like that and wake up our daughter. But it's not going to, again, kind of be in the way or any issues when it comes to that. So that's been a pretty cool one. And then you can just cycle through. You can always get a little bit brighter as you need to. But that's been one idea I wanted to share with you guys, how I use it, how my wife uses it. I thought you guys might even find valuable. But from the just like reliancy perspective of it, from the quality of it, I give it a thumbs up. And I like a lot of the products actually this brand puts out as well.
Bam, y'all, and RG, I just sent that. So thank you, by the way, for sending the email. Should be getting that in the next couple minutes. We'll keep it rolling right along here. So now we're going to dig into another Alioth product. We're going to look at the desk fan. Again, this is another one with like just body temperature regulation. This becomes important, not just for like physical performance, but fun fact, y'all, when your like body temperature is going above a certain point, that's why like a fever is so detrimental. It's not just because like you don't feel good, but it actually can tax your brain and actually negatively impact your cognitive function, which is like over a long period of time, really not so good. Obviously, right? Like I feel like that makes sense. But sometimes things might be obvious and maybe not for others. So with that being said, let's dig on into the desk fan. We'll keep breaking it down.
So again, like I've had a few products from this brand, Alioth, before, and all of them in quality for me. And I like the fact that they can be wireless. You can also keep them plugged in, so you don't have to worry about the battery life. But the big one to me, especially for this desk fan, is, again, the versatility of it. So you can position it how you want. You can collapse it. This is actually one I use less in my kind of home office setup in here in the garage. And I have used it for that before, which it is nice. And it also has these little kind of like pads on the bottom so it doesn't slide on you, which is great. But our car actually doesn't have like AC vents in the back seat. So when our daughters are in the back seat, it can get kind of hot until the AC's kind of circulate, the car cools down, especially when we're going on longer rides. So we actually put this kind of in our center console and let it circulate some of the air into the back seat. And again, it has a good battery life, so you don't even have to keep it plugged in. But if we needed to charge it, it has its cable right here. You can plug it in right underneath. And again, you have a lot of versatility with how we position it. Because of these little anti-slide pads here at the bottom, it stays kind of right in place. And again, you can control everything right here from the button in the front, from low, medium, high, and then turning it off. So that's been a really clutch feature to this, more so for the car for our kids than even for, using it at home in my office setup or my wife's office space. But it can be great for both. So that's definitely a clutch option. And the brand itself has been always great from the products I've seen from it and quality.
Bam. All right. Tanai, have a great day. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you just checking it out. RG, thanks for confirming and congrats once again. We'll bring it home with the Alioth by digging into the neck fan, and then we'll look at the whiskey glass set. We got then the Foxlux Solars, we got the Geek Chef, and then the BrizzLab lights. We got the last couple products here, and then we're going to wrap up this stream, and I'm going to come back at 12:15. I might even come in a little bit sooner than that for the second stream of the day, digging into some other products I haven't talked about yet. So you guys can stay tuned for that, but let's dig on into the neck fan.
Now, the thing I like about these neck fan kind of aspect, or the neck fan aspect to this, is the portability. But when I say portability, it's not just like with some of the other products they have, you can travel with them. But the fact that literally this can fit in your pocket. You can kind of just compact it up, throw it in your pocket, throw it in your bag, doesn't take up a lot of space. But like I'm a coach, right? So let's say I'm in my actual gym, or I'm even in the home garage and the AC hasn't kicked on yet, or anything like that. I'm just hot in general. Like being able to have this on and being able to be so close to me to circulate the air, that to me is the most portable aspect about this. It takes that portability level up a notch. Again, this is not like an AC unit though. It's not gonna like cool the air itself. It's just gonna circulate the air. So that's one thing I've even seen kind of in the reviews on this product is I just wanted to like share my experiences. Like it'll work well for being a fan, but it's not gonna cool the air. Also, just to highlight, it doesn't have any cooling aspect in the wire parts of this that goes around your neck, but it's super adjustable. You can adapt it, put it in different directions. And again, it has 3 different settings, low, medium, and high. You can cycle through, power it off. And it has the charging port right here. So you can just plug it in, charge it, and be ready to go. So this one's been clutch for me as far as like the function of it, which I didn't even like think about this idea until I saw it. And I was like, oh, that's actually a really good option for being able to just get some air going on you, especially when you're hot. Like I sweat pretty easily, so this one's been pretty clutch.
45 sec to power off.
So I'm just answering it. So I'm going to share this question with you guys. I'm not going to say who asked this question, but I had a client asking me a question. So while the B-roll is playing, I wanted to answer them. We might want to tweak our warm up a bit.
So the question was like, hey, I'm getting a second wind about 30 minutes into the workout, and I'm wondering, is that nutrition related? Is that just the exercise related? Is that normal? What's going on there? And I think very much can also be nutrition related. Also, let me actually say can be nutrition too. Though. But so what I mean by like neurologically related is like when we do a warm up, and I've written his programs, so I know exactly what they're doing. Being able to have the kind of balance here between properly warmed up, body temperature wise, neurologically primed, so your muscles are connected to what you're going to be working with your brain, and then they're fired up and having the energy expenditure there. That could be a component as well. But I'm going to kind of like dig into that with him particularly. But I want to share that with you guys. There is a balance here. That's why warming up is so important. I don't know about you guys, but I personally hate warming up and cooling down. I have to force myself to do it, but I do force myself to do it because of how important it is for the performance of the workout as well as how I feel after the workout. But I just wanted to highlight that and share that with you guys. So we're going to get into the whiskey glass set. I actually got it right here, so I'm going to cheers you guys really quick. Cheers. I got nothing in there. I got to pour a little bit in there. But we'll dig into this breakdown, and then I got a few more products, and then we'll bring it home, y'all.
So I thoroughly enjoy this. Again, I'm not a big alcohol drinker, so I actually don't use this for whiskey or any kind of cocktails or whatnot. But the thing I like about this, it has this little nodule here at the bottom. So what you can do is, I'm actually going to, hold on, let me turn my motion tracking camera on. I'll bring this down so you guys can kind of see it right here on my little table set up here. It'll fall off to one side. See how it kind of moves? So what I like to do is while I have my drink in here, I can kind of spin it. And it's kind of like a little, like, just a fun component to like fidget with. So as someone like me that clearly, I don't know if you can tell, I talk fast, I have a little bit of ADD action going on. Having something like that to fidget and play with is really cool. And I also drink basically a gallon of water every day, so being able to break that down, like a gallon of water can feel kind of intimidating for a lot of people. I'm not saying you should do this or how much water to drink, it's all depending. But having a smaller glass like that can sometimes make it feel more manageable. It's like I can do this basically almost like a shot. Get water down, keep the intake coming in. So I thoroughly enjoy it, even just being able to play with it. It's a lot of fun, I'll be honest with you guys. So I give it a thumbs up from a function perspective and also from a fun perspective and the aesthetics of it. I think it just looks good.
So again, I'm just sharing some insight to one of my clients around what we were kind of digging into there. But if you guys have questions about it, feel free to let me know in the chat. We're going to keep it rolling right along. We got the last few products here. Now we're going to look at the FoxLux solar lights. So again, I want to talk about the FoxLux, then we're going to talk about the Briz Labs, then we're going to bring home with the Geek Chef air fryer and toaster. So for the FoxLux, they're the solar panel ones. I think it's obvious the one that makes them stand out the most with the outdoor components of these lights. They have that solar component. Now, the cool thing is you don't have to exclusively rely on the solar feature. You can actually have it plugged in and use electricity on it, but very cool nonetheless. And I think from a functionality perspective and just like from an environmental perspective, it's pretty cool. And like, even though it doesn't seem like you're probably saving a lot money-wise with this, even just saving a couple dollars here and there, like think about it this way. If you would have bought Bitcoin, like I'm not telling you guys how to live your life by any means, but like just sometimes like saving money and you invest it in something can add up exponentially like 10 years, 20 years down the line. And sometimes it's hard to think that far down the line. But if you think about like, hey, let's say you saved like $35 at the end of a year by saving your electricity, and that's even like a high shot. Let's say you save $35 over 3 years, something like that. Back in the day, Bitcoin was like $35 per coin. If you would have bought one Bitcoin, that $35 would be worth $60,000 plus right now. So again, I'm not saying that's going to happen for you guys per se, but I'm just saying, like, think about if you could save money and then invest whatever money you're saving, either in an experience or in an actual investment, it can exponentially grow over time, or you can lose it all, like obviously, right? So I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting component to it with that option. So with that being said, we're going to dig into the Briz Lab lights now. I just want to cross compare that, and then we'll go into the Geek Chef air fryer and toaster, and then we'll bring this stream home, and then I'm going to do a stream pretty much right after it, digging into some of the other products.
So I absolutely love these lights, and I love them so much actually that I decided instead of putting them outside, I kept them inside with my squat rack here. And bam, I wanted to show you guys, so I plugged them in just so you can kind of see them. And I really enjoy them. The cool thing about these, you can plug them into other sets. You can go up to 28 sets, which I think goes upwards about 700 feet of lighting, which is really cool, especially if you have like a wedding or an event, or like we have a party for my daughter this upcoming weekend. So I'll be honest with you guys, I might actually take them outside and let my wife use them for the kind of gazebo setup that we have. But I actually kind of like them here in my indoor like squat rack setup. Add a little light to it, add a little kind of aesthetic feel to it. But these are actually perfectly fine to be outdoors. So you can use them and you don't have to worry about they're weatherproof. So if it's gonna rain, whatever's gonna happen, these are gonna be fine outside and they last. I've actually tested them outside, but I like them inside a little bit more. Just for me and for the garage setup, so that's why you're seeing them here. But that's my 2 cents on it, and I really enjoy them and I highly recommend these bad boys.
All right, so we're gonna bring it home on this stream with the Geek Chef Air Fryer Toaster. This is another one that has a great Black Friday deal on it. It's got 25% off. Let's break it all down. You guys are going to see 2 of my favorite things to make with this bad boy, which one of them I'm actually going to make later today with some of them chicken wings, and I'll probably have more tomorrow. So just to dig in here a little bit more and to highlight, I wanted to have 2 different B-rolls playing. Right up here is the chicken wings. Right over here are the dehydrated mangoes. What I actually did, because I wanted to show you guys, like, I think sometimes when we think about, like, you know, changing up your nutrition habits and whatnot, it's like, oh, I have to have everything from scratch. It has to be perfect. Like, I'll be honest with you, no. Sometimes I don't have the time to make fresh chicken wings, like with my own sauce and whatnot. So I bought these from the store, straight up from the freezer. They already had the buffalo ranch sauce on. I threw them right into the air fryer toaster, threw the settings on, be able to throw it on air fryer. I put it on 20 minutes, I believe, and 10 minutes about halfway through. I just flip them, got them nice and crispy, and they were amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys specifically for this one, so you guys can understand, like, again, even as a health professional, this is what I do for a living. Ideally, it's great to have organic and fresh and make your own sauce and do all that stuff, totally. But sometimes, based on time and bandwidth and what you have going on, this might be the best option. It's about making the best choice and the best option you have at that time. And being able to have the Geek Chef Air Fryer Toaster can help leverage that a little bit more, have it a little bit more convenient. You don't have to worry about like preheating it and stuff like that, which to me was pretty awesome, because that's one of my hesitations when it comes to using the oven, which I still use at times. It's just like, I don't want to have to preheat it and wait. It adds more time onto it. So literally dial it to 20 minutes, throw them in, flip them halfway through, and you're good to go. And even that, you technically don't have to. I just like to. Now let's slide over to the mangoes here for a second. Looking at these, this is again another one. I'm a huge fan of dehydrated mangoes, but from a cost perspective and also from like a kind of portion sizing perspective, I can spend a lot of money and I can also eat way too much of them. So what I decided to do was, again, get the frozen ones and just throw them in. Now, what you'll notice in this one, they got a little crispy because I put them in for 3 hours straight. What I would recommend after doing it since then is being able to do them from a half hour at a time, let them sit for 10 minutes, flip them, do it for another half hour, then let them rest for like 10 minutes and then see where they're at. And then maybe an hour and a half in usually is going to be good. I did it for 2 hours this last time, and it came out, again, great, not as crispy on the edges. These were frozen from chunks. What I also did is I got some fresh mangoes now, and I'm going to slice them up longer and thinner, and I'll shoot some B-roll for that as well if you guys want to see that and dig into some of the differences when you lay them down and what it can look like. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm a really big fan of leveraging the air fryer and toaster, not adding the calories from oils, and being able to have the versatility it can provide with so many different things. Bam, and Margaret, that's a great question. So you can bake cookies and cakes and different things like that. I haven't baked or used it to make anything like that yet, at least in the air fryer kind of combo, the toaster combo, but I know you can. I might have to experiment with that. I know we just made cookies this week. The girls did, at least. I didn't make them. But we might have a little bit of cookie dough left over, so maybe I'll throw some in there just to see how they turn out. But I appreciate that question. So with that being said, this is actually the end. That was the last piece for this stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this stream, and I'm literally like, the second this is over, I'm going to just start a next stream on some other products that we're going to dig into, some other variables, still in the fitness theme. I'm going to keep the live stream going on all the social media platforms. I'm just going to end it here on Amazon. I'll start a new stream. So Margaret, anyone watching, if you guys want to stay with the stream, I'm also going to be doing another duck race. So again, another chance to win a free Amazon gift card or access to our nutrition course. If you guys want to get in on that, we'll have that available as well. So hang in there with me. I'm going to end this stream and you guys can jump in on that. But I appreciate the question. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you here in like 1 minute. Later, y'all.
All right, well, I think I might actually have to stop the stream on this one and start a new one just for it to pick up on Amazon. So I'm going to chop this stream right here. We're going to literally start a new one in like 2 seconds. I'll see you guys.